What are you doing now?
All right. And if you just joined us, just so you know, there is a mute button on the bottom of the phone. I hate to be like, I don't like to be mean and stuff like that, but it gets to be a little bit of background noise. So make sure that you mute your phone or your computer so that everyone can hear. And we're going to have people calling in. So I'm just going to, okay, we're hitting record and we are good. All right, so thanks for joining us, everyone. And just in case you don't know, I am Amy Provenzano, and I am a 5-star, 6-star qualifying 4-time elite coach, and I founded the Team Rise Up. And normally when I have these calls, I have maybe a handful of girls on the call because I have been doing it with my personally sponsored coaches. But I may start this and just keep it this way for good and just have all the coaches joining us just so it makes it easier for my coaches also to learn how to do these calls themselves when they sign coaches. So normally on these calls when they're smaller, I have everyone kind of say hi and introduce themselves and say, why they became a coach and where they're from, a little bit of background of them. But since we have so many on the call, I think that could take who knows, 20 minutes to do that. So I'm not going to do that. But I know I see a lot of my new coaches on, and I see familiar faces on here that are already growing big teams. So hopefully they have some of their teams joining as well. So whether you're a new coach or not, this is definitely a call geared towards new coaches. So I just want to welcome you all to the team and congratulations on starting. It's an amazing journey. And just to share with you guys a little bit about me, I'm not going to go too far into it because I know some of you know my story a little bit. But I started just like all of you guys. I started just because, honest to God, I looked at this opportunity and I saw it as something fun. Okay, I was a nanny. I was working full time. I was, dragging kids to work with me. And as fun as it was, and as much as I love kids, I needed something for me. And once I had kids, once I had my second, Jack, my son, I was in a rut and I just needed something for myself. And I had started P90X and got great results. And I saw my coach at the time, who's not really in the business anymore, but I saw my coach on Facebook with a picture of Tony Horton. And I'm sure you guys know who he is, pretty popular. So honestly, I looked at her picture and I contacted her. I said, how do I get a picture of Tony Horton? I want to do that. And she told me that she was a coach. And I was like, oh, well, I have no clue what that is, but, I'm willing to learn. So she shared a little bit about what coaching was, but honestly, it didn't take me much to sign up. I was like, okay, it sounds great. I want to meet Tony. Let's go. So I jumped into it feet first, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I made a lot of mistakes, which I'm going to share with you guys on the call, which hopefully you can learn from me. But what I did learn is that it was something that I was really passionate about, and it kind of grew way quicker than I ever imagined. And I think my first goal, when I first started, was just that I wanted to be home with my kids. I didn't want to have to work on my nanny schedule. I didn't want to have to, work from their vacations. I wanted to go on vacation on my own time, and I wanted to work my own schedule. I know many of you want to do the same thing. So about a year and a half into coaching, I was able to double my nanny income and stay home with my kids. So that was fantastic. I was so excited. It was something that I'd always dreamed of doing. And not only that, but I was doing something that I love, which was amazing. So I guess when you first accomplish your first goal, just so you guys know, you're going to have another goal, okay? And you always have to have something. We're going to talk about this on this call about how you have to have a why, a reason that's going to push you forward in this business through the hard times, through the days where you don't feel like getting up and doing anything. You always have to have this burning why inside you, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But my next why was that I wanted to bring my husband home from his job, because he was working 80 hours a week. He was coming home miserable. He had one of those jobs, corporate jobs that just suck the life out of you. Maybe you guys have that job now. Maybe you've had that job in the past. But it's something that I hated seeing. I wanted him to come home and to be able to play with the kids and to have energy, but he didn't have that. So that was my next goal. I want to bring him home. So he actually joined the business because there was a point, you guys, when we sat down and we said, gosh, you know what, Amy, you're going to have to get a job because this nanny thing isn't cutting it. It's not paying the bills. You're going to have to go out and find an office job, put the kids in daycare. And you guys, that was like my biggest fear. I was like, oh, no, I do not want to put the kids in daycare. I am going to raise my kids. I want to see them growing up. I want to do things with them. So that lit a fire in me. And, you know, Brian, right around that time, my husband, Brian, he joined the business with me and we ran together. We said, we're going to do this together. My sponsor had kind of quit the business at the time. So she kind of left things and we were left on our own. But we decided we're just going to do this. We're going to go for it, do it our own way. And it was amazing. He's very good at the numbers side of the business, whereas I do more of like the helping and the challenge groups and helping my coaches get started. And just last year, towards the end of the year, he was able to leave his corporate job. So that was a huge success for us and something we never, ever could have imagined happening. So, and I'm only telling you this, you guys, so that you know the potential that this business has. I can tell you going into this 5 years ago when I started that this was never, ever anything that I thought could happen. It was just one of those things that it just grew and it happened and we became passionate about it. So I'm telling you guys this because we were in debt up to our eyeballs. We were dug so deep into this hole of debt. And, you know, just because I had this, you know, burning desire to want to stay home with my kids, it lit a fire in me to do well with this business. And that's why I want to teach you guys, you know, the same things that we did to kind of help our business grow, because I know it can happen for any of you. So now, you know, because Brian's home, we're in this is our house in South Carolina that we just moved to last summer. We have this office, we have our desks side by side. So we work this business on our own hours, our own time. Brian now can go coach Jack's soccer games and he can go, you know, to lunch with the kids, you know, when we go during some afternoons. So it's kind of just amazing to see what this can do if you really, really put your mind to it and you really, really want this to happen. I'm still kind of getting over the sickness, so don't mind me drinking water every second. All right, so that being said, you know, that is my story. That is why we do what we do. And this year, our goal is to help all our coaches to accomplish their goals and to really help them get started. And, but is that my burning why? And I came to the realization this year that, yes, I want to help my coaches grow. Yes, I want to help them to every goal that they set. But is that something that is a why that's going to make you cry? And this is the thing that I start my calls out with because it's the most important to me. It's more, and it should be the most important to you guys. What is your why? Why did you join this business? What's going to keep you going? I want to start our calls with that. And I know there was a section on your 7-day fast start guide that has your why on it. Okay, do you guys have this? Print it out. There's a little teeny section, maybe a few sentences here that has your why for wanting to, you know, do this business. And I don't think that's a lot of space. So you guys can get out a separate piece of paper. Normally when I have a handful of coaches on the call, we all share our why together and we talk about, you know, what's pushing us in this business. But we have so many on the call, I'm not going to have a chance to go through every single one of your whys. So what I want, you know, I personally sponsor coaches to write down their why. Actually, I want all of you guys, whether you're personally sponsored by myself or not, to get out a piece of paper, think about why you joined this business and what's going to keep you pushing every single day. Okay, write it down, take a minute, and make sure, I know this is going to sound really stupid, you guys, but it's so important that you have a why that will make you cry. Okay, I'm going to share with you something that, you know, I realized this year that, you know, because my whys have changed throughout the years, I had this new why that was like, I'm going to help my coaches grow, but is that powerful enough to, you know, really, really push me on those days where I'm just dragging? And I realized that no, it's, you know, that's not my ultimate, you know, goal, but I have a goal to help my family financially. My sister and her family are struggling financially. We pay for them, you know, at Christmas time to pay for their kids' presents. We pay for them to travel to visit us because they're in New York. So we pay to have them come here. And I want to help them even more. I want to go on vacations with them. So that is a why that will make me cry, because family is important to me. And that's my next goal, is not only to help my coaches, but to help my family financially. So go ahead and make sure you have your why written down and really think about it. Even if you're sitting there right now thinking, okay, my why is to pay off my student loans, keep asking yourself after those questions you ask yourself, keep asking yourself why. Why do I want to pay off my student loans? Why do I want to be home more with my kids? Okay, it's got to be something deeper that's going to really help you. Okay. All right, so, okay, so hopefully you guys have that all written down, because that's something that's going to push you on, you know, the days that are not always so easy. I mean, this business is great, this business is fun, it's exciting, but it takes hard work if you really want to grow in the business. And there's the days where I wake up and I'm like, I just don't know if I can do it. And then I remember why I'm doing it, and I just get it done. Okay, so have a powerful why. Okay, I like starting out the call that way. All right, now to the business stuff, okay? Make sure you know who your sponsor coach is. Hopefully you guys all know who your sponsor coach is. And I'm just starting off at the very top of this page here, you guys. Okay, so your sponsor coach, make sure that you reach out to your sponsor coach. Once you're done with your Getting Started Fast Start Guide, you wanna set up a call with them. Hopefully a video call like this. I like them because they're more personal. But make sure that, you know, you're always reaching out to them. If this is something that you want and you want this business to work for you, you have to reach out to them, because your coach doesn't always know, you know, what you want out of the business. And if you're not reaching out to them, they could just think, you know, maybe they're just not into it right now. Okay, so you have to be, you know, communicate with them. Your diamond coach and your upline diamonds, you're all gonna have different ones. I don't know who all is on the call, but with my personally sponsored coaches, I'm your diamond coach and I'm also your sponsor coach. But you guys can also have Brian's name written down. That's my husband. That's B-R-Y-A-N. Same last name. And his number is 518-573-3465. Okay, and then coach relations is a number that you want to have dialed in on your phone. Have it as a contact on your phone. And if you guys don't have your sheets in front of you, it's 1-800-240-0913. And just make it, you know, one of your contacts on your phone will be a whole lot easier. And just so you guys know, as a 5-star diamond coach, you get access to the manager line, which is called the diamond line. So it's all the coach relations managers, you know, they know when I'm calling, they pick up, you don't have to wait on hold. So if you have a pressing issue that you need taken care of, like something showed up, a package showed up of your customer, something was missing, you let me know and we can call the diamond line together and get it all straightened out. So just so you guys know, that's a huge tool that we have. And then customer service is there for your customers as well, which is listed on your 7-day fast start guide. Okay. All right, and then another thing that was super huge and helping me get started, and I said it in my video today, digging into the national call and making sure that you're on the team calls whenever you can. And if you can't be on those calls live, it's okay. You can listen to the recordings. The national call recordings are in the back office, and they are under Breaking Coach News section. You can always plug into them. Also, if you guys have an iPhone and you have iTunes, if you go into iTunes, you can listen to any national call. You just have to search Beachbody or Team Beachbody. And then on iTunes, it lists the archive of all the national calls. So personal development is huge, and maybe we don't have time to read books. Maybe we're moms and we have full-time jobs and it's just too hard to sit down and read a book, which I found hard. So now I do a lot of my personal development through podcasts. Okay, podcasts are great. Just a couple that you might want to follow. I think Shailene Johnson, Christine Dwyer has a great podcast. So, you know, definitely write her. And my veteran coach is on here. If you have any else you want to shout out, please unmute yourselves. If you have ones that you like to listen to, like Heather and Devin, what do I see here? I think that's all I'm seeing right now. And Devin is my queen of personal development. So if you have any suggestions, girl, let me know. All right, so podcasts are huge. Also, any book that you can get, you can also get those books on audio. So the best thing you can do, I multitask, okay? If I'm working out, I might be listening to a national call at the same time, okay? Because I'm feeding my mind as I'm getting my workout on, it's all good. I can always guarantee I'm in the car. I'm going to go pick up my kids at school. I'm going to drop my kids off at school. Instead of just listening to the radio, I will bust out a podcast or I'll listen to an audiobook. Okay? So that will help you if you don't have time to read a book. And we will get to personal development a little bit later too. So guys, national calls are Monday mornings, every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And I will post those to Team Rise Up every Monday, usually, an hour before the call or so. Okay. And team calls are every other Monday. And we have our team calendar up at the top of Team Rise Up so you guys can keep, you guys can know what the events are during that month. So all the team calls are scheduled on there. The team calls are just like this format. Brian and I hop on the call and we can see all you guys. We usually have a topic to share or a guest speaker. And so those are really valuable to get on. Okay, where am I? All right, so the next step is making sure that you guys all know your Coach ID. I'm pretty sure you do. Your Coach ID, you're gonna memorize it very quickly because we use it a lot. So another thing, you guys, if you have an iPhone, okay, make sure you download the app. It's called BB Links. Okay, I want to write that down just so you can find that link later for the app. It's a free app and it's amazing. Okay, it's a way to send out direct links to your customers. So you guys shout out if you guys have questions. I'm gonna open up line for questions later, but feel free to stop me. So BB Links is an app and it's gonna have all of your products listed, challenge packs, products. Because you're gonna enter your Coach ID number in the app, it's going to give you all your direct links. So all you have to do is copy and paste that link to, anyone that's interested in a program, and your Coach ID will be attached to it. Okay, just always make sure that your customer or whoever you're talking to is not already working with a coach. Okay, I'm huge on that. If someone's working with a coach and they're really dedicated to that coach and that coach is helping them, I direct them back to that coach. Okay, that's just where I stand. So. We're not a team that likes to steal people from other coaches, so I'll just make that known. But always just ask that question, hey, are you working with a coach already? Because you have a certain program, already. Beachbody assigns coaches to people who order, a program and don't have a coach, they get assigned a coach. So, it doesn't hurt to ask, okay? All right, so we are to your links, okay? They're listed on your 7-step faster. I'm not going to go through everything on the sheet because I know that you guys went through it already, but I want to focus on the main stuff to help you get going. So the little details are all on the sheet. Your links, make sure you know your links. So your screen name is attached to all your links. So, beachbodycoach.com/your screen name. Okay, those are your links. But when you use BB Links, you have those links at your fingertips all the time. Okay, make sure you get your direct deposit set up. Okay, that way you're not getting your checks mailed to you. I think they charge a few bucks to have that check mailed to you. So make sure you get that direct deposit set up. It's Coach Online Office under My Business and then My EFT Management. Okay. So our pay week ends on Wednesday nights at 11:59. Eastern time, okay? So not midnight, but 11:59, okay? Some people will get those orders in at midnight and you're too late, okay? So, and our pay weeks run a week behind schedule, okay? So let's say you sold the challenge pack this week. You're not gonna get that paycheck until the following week, okay? So we run a week behind, okay? All right, that's the business side of things. There's some pages that I want you guys to follow on Facebook. Of course, you got to follow our CEO, Carl Deichler, because he posts all the up-and-coming news and, Beachbody success stories and things you can share to your wall. And so those are important. And then one that's not listed on the 7-Day Fast Start Guide is the Beachbody Challenge on Facebook. Okay, this is where you're going to find all the Beachbody Challenge winners who have won money through the Beachbody Challenge, and their success stories and pictures are shared or are on that wall. So let's say you don't have a challenge group started yet, you're brand new, you don't have any results to share yet. You can go to that page and share those pictures to your wall, just make it your own and add your own little text to it. Okay? All right. So let's see, what do I want to talk about next? Okay, we did your why, and making sure that you're setting your goals. Okay, this is a huge thing. You want to make sure that you have goals set every single month. In the beginning of every month, I set my goals. Okay, I may set a Success Club goal, I may set a rank goal, but I always have a goal, maybe a number of lives that I want to reach out to goal, or I want to inspire. Those are the goals you want to be setting. And our big goals, okay, for new coaches are Success Club and Emerald. Okay, those are the very first things that you want to focus on. And maybe you're brand new and you have no idea what those are. We're going to go through it. But just so you guys know, write those two things down, and then we're going to expand on those in a minute. Okay, but writing down your goals is really important if you want to do well in this business, because I've done it in the past where I'll set a goal and I don't write it down, and I have dry erase boards on my wall where my goals sit, and I put all my new coaches on my dry erase board so that I'm connecting with them all the time, and I make sure I'm not losing track of anyone. So I just find writing things down is a lot easier to get it done and be inspired and reach out to people. So, all right, going back to Success Club and Emerald. So does anyone know what Success Club is besides my veteran coaches on here that I know? Yeah, Devin, we know. You rock it every single month. Anybody, any new coaches? You guys see, you guys always see us posting like SC5 and SC10. And I know my new coaches on the call have only been coaches for like a few days, so they may not have seen it. But Success Club really is just a goal that you're setting monthly to show that your activities are aligned with your goals. So your daily activities are aligned with your goals, okay? And it's a rewards and recognition program that Beachbody rewards the heck out of you for earning, okay? So every month you reach Success Club, you get swag, okay? Free swag. And that's the exciting part of it, but the best part about Success Club is that you're helping people. And that's our goal as coaches, is to help people. Okay, so write this down, guys. Ready? Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. Okay, your minimum that you want to look for and reach for is Success Club 5. Okay, and that's simply helping 3 people a month. Okay, get started with a challenge pack or Shakeology and Home Direct. And this is how we track your points. Okay, so every time you sell a challenge pack, you get 2 points. Every time you sell Shakeology and Home Direct, you get 1 point. Okay, so that's whether you're signing a coach with a challenge pack or a customer with a challenge pack. You are getting 2 points and then 1 point if it's just Shakeology. Okay, so you can kind of see how you can reach Success Club 5. It's selling 2 challenge packs and 1 Shakeology Home Direct, or selling 3 challenge packs and you hit Success Club 6. Okay, I made it a goal when I started this business to reach at least Success Club 5 every single month, and I pretty much have. In the beginning, I kind of fell off a little bit at the holiday time in my first year. So, but since then, I am now a Success Club 10 All-Star Legend, and I've reached Success Club 10 for 40 months in a row now. So that's just that's helping 5 lives, okay? So Success Club 10, you're just selling more challenge packs, you're helping more people, okay? And then the numbers can keep going up, but that's just what they gauge it off of, Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. And I'll often just refer to it as the number of lives that you're changing, because you can kind of get hung up on the point system and be like, I got to reach 5 Success Club 5 points. How am I going to do this? And I just always encourage my coaches to focus on the lives that you're changing. Okay, so Success Club 5 is your minimum of helping 3 people a month, and Success Club 10 is just helping more lives each and every month. So, I set a goal, honestly, like, because I've been in this 5 years, I set a goal to help 15 people a month. Okay, so that's my goal. You guys can set your own goal, but the minimum is Success Club 5. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is non-negotiable for me. And I try to tell my coaches that it's non-negotiable in this business, because not only do you get all this fun swag, but it's going to help your business grow. And why I say that is because if you're getting someone into a challenge pack, you're supporting them, they're getting results, they're going to become a believer in what we're doing. And they're going to become a believer in our mission. And these are going to be people that keep ordering Shakeology. They're going to be people that you can reach out to about coaching. These people in your challenge groups that are kicking butt, doing amazing and getting great results. They're people that you're going to say, hey, you're doing so much of what I'm doing already. have you ever thought of joining my team and doing what I do? So your team is going to grow, okay, as you're reaching Success Club. You're going to be helping more people. Your income's going to grow. So because you're doing that consistently, you're just going to grow every single month, okay? So, I cannot stress, enough of how important Success Club is, okay? And we talk about it a lot. You're going to see it shouted out a lot. Another thing that we do great on this team is recognition. So we're constantly shouting out people that are hitting Success Club. So just today, I think I shouted out maybe 10 people that have already helped, 1 or 2 lives this month. So they do an amazing job already reaching their goals. So that is Success Club. The next thing I want to talk about is Emerald. Okay, so you guys have probably seen, us post rank advancements and Diamond and Emerald and, Ruby and Star Diamond. Like, what does all this mean? Well, don't get too worried about, too many of the ranks right now, but we're just going to focus on the very first one, which is Emerald. Okay, so all Emerald is, and I'm going to show you this little diagram here. Okay, so on the back of your page is this diagram where you see this is a Diamond coach. Okay, this is their business center. Well, Emerald is just these top 3 right here. Okay, so you're right here. An Emerald coach is simply signing 1 coach to your left leg and 1 coach to your right leg. They have to be active. Okay, so these coaches have to have ordered a challenge pack or Shakeology, something to make them active as a coach. Okay, so hitting Emerald coach just means that you've added 2 coaches to your team. So you become a leader, you're already leading a team, and you're gonna start to earn this, what we call team cycle bonuses. This is where the residual income is at, okay? When I first started this business, you do a lot with the sales part, okay? You're getting a lot of commissions from your sales. But what's gonna be long-term in this business for you is when you're growing your team and your team cycle bonuses, okay? I'm not gonna get too far into it because we have a lot of trainings on how to earn the team cycle bonuses, and the video on your 7-day fast start guide that I want you guys to make sure that you're watching is the how to earn commissions and how to earn team cycle bonuses. Okay, so under the how to earn section on your getting started fast start guide, make sure you watch those videos because it explains it better than I could. But essentially, when your coaches are selling things underneath you, you're gonna earn team cycle bonuses, which is going to happen whether you are working the business. So let's say I go on vacation. I remember the first vacation Brian and I went on, and we were doing this business we just started, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're going on vacation, we're not doing any work, we're not gonna make any money. And when we came back, we looked at our pay in the back office, and we're like, oh my gosh, we made just as much money, doing this business while we were on vacation and not really doing much as we did, not doing anything. So it's just showing you that when you're training your coaches to do the same thing you're doing, you're going to earn that money whether you're selling challenge packs or doing the business or not. You're still going to earn money while you're on vacation, which is pretty dang cool, right? So that is what an Emerald coach is. Now, the bonuses of being an Emerald coach, not only to have the rank advancement and the team cycle bonuses, but it's to get free customers. Okay, Beachbody is the only company that gives out free customers just for reaching a certain goal. Okay, so let's say someone orders P90X or Insanity or T25 or something off an infomercial. They get sent to all of the Emerald coaches. Okay, so you get, a few each month, and there are people that you can reach out to that you will eventually get their commission the second time they purchase. Now, here's an even cooler thing. If you are an Emerald coach and you reach Success Club 10, okay, all these things together, you get what's called our Success Club customers. Okay, these aren't people that you don't get their commission right away. These are customers that you get that commission off that challenge pack sale or that, Shakeology sale right away. Okay, so these will show up in my, because I'm earning Success Club 10 and I'm past being an Emerald coach, I get these customers that come into my back office and it's free money, essentially, and obviously I'm going to reach out to these people and, add them to a challenge group, but it's, customers that just come to me because I earned Success Club and because I became an Emerald coach. Okay, so super
Can I ask
valuable.
a question about that? Sorry, it's Brianne. Hi.
Hi, Brianne. Yeah, go for it.
Can I just ask you? Because I hit SC10 this month, which was it was just a really good month. It came out of nowhere, really.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I hit SC14. I don't know. I was just floored. I don't even know what happened.
Like,
the universe just lined up.
Awesome.
But my question is about that is I have received 2 new customer leads. I tried to contact them. I'm just going to keep trying to contact them. But there was like a $0 amount. Like I just joined with a club membership, but there was no like commissions earned. So is the difference between that and now what I will earn now because of hitting SC10, like, or?
Yes. Yep. Now that was called a free lead, which was because you reached Success Club 5 and because you were an Emerald coach, you got these free leads, but you didn't get that commission, right?
Right.
Now next month, you said you were in Success Club 10 when? This month?
It was for April. I hit SC10.
Okay.
So
this month, you're going to start to see what's called Success Club customers come into your Coach Online office, and you will see that commission right away. Okay, and it depends on the type of month that Beachbody is having, whether we have a ton of people coming in to order challenge packs without coaches. You will see, I think 1 month, because there's less coaches in the business that reach Success Club 10, there tends to be more leads now because they upped that game. It used to be Success Club 5.
Okay.
But I think we got, 7 or 8 last month. And I know the month before that, we got like 10 of those kind of customers. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I keep checking every morning. I'm like, oh, are they there? Are they there?
Yeah. I mean, there's times when it's like 3 or 2, but at 1 is good enough, right? It's free money, so.
And then I just follow up with them the same as I have been with the leads, right? Or are they usually more receptive?
Well, let me tell you that I've experimented a lot with reaching out to the leads, and email tends to be, sometimes I'll hear back, sometimes I won't, but texting is the best thing for me. If there is a phone number, sometimes there's a do not contact, or sometimes there's no number listed.
The number that they put down, it was a landline, and I text them, but then it was a landline. So
okay, yeah,
I might
that
have to
happened
actually
to me. Mm-hmm. So then, see if you can find them on Facebook. Sometimes if you search their name and you know where they're from, you can.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah. And then just keep trying to email.
Okay.
Try emailing.
And then so with the new ones that are actually ones that are like the commission ones, I do the same thing. Just keep trying to follow up, connect with them. Okay.
Yeah. They don't always get back to you, but at least you tried, and you can't say that you didn't try, right? So.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So, she's going to show you, and, that hitting Success Club 10 and getting Emerald Coach is definitely going to, pay. You're going to get those free customers. Okay. So those are really your first 2 goals to focus on, along with doing the 3, or not 3, I keep saying that, it's a habit. We have 4 vital behaviors now, and that's what I'm going to get into next. Okay. Making sure you're doing the 4 vital behaviors every single day consistently. Okay. And you can do these 4 vital behaviors, and you can do them one day and then maybe not do it the next day, or do it for a week and then you follow up the next week, but you're not going to see the results unless you're doing this consistently with your business. So the 4 vital behaviors are, number 1 is inviting. Okay. I don't want you to just write down inviting, because it used to be just inviting, and it was kind of unclear as to, what we had to do. Like, oh, do I have to just shoot this person an invite? It's kind of crazy. I don't want to sound like I'm just selling something, and that's not what we're about. So if you're in the 10-day New Coach Basics training, we talk about forming. Okay, forming relationships. That's huge in this business, and that you have to be connecting. Okay, so write that down: connecting, engaging, and then inviting. Okay, so you don't want to just go blast an invite out to someone that you haven't talked to in years. Okay, it's not good. I don't recommend it. So you want to connect with them. Find, let's say you have someone that you disconnected with from high school. Okay, find them on Facebook, shoot them a friend request. Once you start chatting, just look on their Facebook wall. Always check to see what they're up to. See what you can find in common with them. Okay, so maybe they just got a dog, or maybe they have a child that's the same age as yours, that's into the same sport as your son. Connect that way. Don't just shoot them an invite. You don't want to do that. Okay, so engage with them, and then when the time is right, then you can invite them. Or they may come to you because you're sharing on your wall what you're doing with it. Okay, sharing is huge. That should be part of inviting. Okay, sharing what you're doing. That's part of being proof the product works, which is number 2. Your second vital behavior is being proof the product works. Okay, you cannot be a coach and not do the programs. I mean, yeah, you can do other fitness things, but you have to be doing the things, drinking your Shakeology. You have to be doing the workout programs. You have to be sharing it consistently. If someone, you were to invite someone to join your challenge group and they were to go to your Facebook wall, would they be able to tell that you were a coach? Would they be able to tell that you were doing something with your fitness? Maybe not. Maybe you just joined this business right now as a new coach to reach your fitness goals. That's okay. But I'm telling you right now that my house cleaner, okay, I got her into 21 Day Fix. She is almost 50. She rocked the 21 Day Fix. She's got like these guns. She's like running around my house cleaning faster than ever now. She's insane. But she looks amazing. She's quitting smoking. She's doing amazing things. She wanted to do this business just to do the fitness program and to get results. I encouraged her because she got great results. I encouraged her to share her before and after picture on Facebook. She was scared. She was like, Amy, oh my God, please go check out my post and tell me how it is, And her post was amazing. And she got probably 25 comments and all of them were like, what are you doing? How do you look so amazing? So really that's all it takes. And yes, it takes some guts. Yes, it takes some, it takes some balls to get out there and post your pictures on Facebook. And it's scary. And yeah, there's, things you don't want people to see all the time. No, I don't want people to see, that I had rolls before and that I'm standing there with this gut, in my before picture, but it's telling the story of you and your journey. Okay. So you have to share it if you want people to follow you because they have to know the real you. Okay. Bad things, good things, share the heck out of it. Okay. You have a piece of pizza, share it. Be like, hey, I'm human, had a piece of pizza, I'm back on track tomorrow. Okay. Had a Girl Scout cookie, I had ice cream, whatever it is. I messed up, but I'm back on track. People will really relate to you if you are real. Okay. So share your journey, the full thing. Okay. So that's being proof the product works. The next one, number 3, is personal development. Okay. Personal development is such a huge part of this business because we are constantly giving, giving of ourselves, giving of our time, helping our coaches, helping our challengers. But Beachbody really wants you to take care of yourself. Okay. Not just Beachbody all the time, but to feed your mind. Okay. To help, yourself where you feel like you're lacking. Like maybe, with myself, I lack self-confidence at times. Okay. I still struggle with it, but I struggled a lot harder with it before this business. This business has helped me a lot and personal development has helped me a lot with that. So there's a lot of books out there to help you with so many different things, with self-confidence, with, all sorts of things, with just starting a social media business or social networking business. We have GoPro is one that I would highly recommend for someone starting out in a network marketing business. It's by Eric Worre. It's on your sheet, so you don't have to write it down. But The Slight Edge is another one. The Compound Effect is an amazing book. I've read it a couple times, and I've always gotten different things from it every time I read it. Devin, speak up, girly. For new coaches, what would you suggest? You're muted. Sorry, I was trying to unmute you. And are you there?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, there's so many books, but you recommended, those are my favorites. GoPro, Slight Edge, Compound Effect, You're a Badass is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah, that's good.
I just finished one called Relentless. I've read it twice now. It's the personal trainer to Michael Jordan when he was in his prime. It's phenomenal. I also just finished one called The 10X Effect. It's also very good. It's all about just doing things bigger and better and believing that you can actually step out of your comfort zone and do it. So those are kind of some of my favorites. The Magic of Thinking Big.
Oh yeah, you always talk about that one.
I love that one. I should pull my Audible up. There's lots, but the whole key to personal development is, the honest truth is, I would have quit this business a long time ago if I didn't do personal development. So I never would have gone to Cancun for free. I never would have gone on for free. I would have quit ages ago. It's work. I'm used to hard work. I own my own business, but if it mental personal, you can do what I do. So I'm just going to quickly glance through my library on Audible and see if there's any more.
I'm about to start The Confidence Gap because Jen Bruno, she just read that and really recommended that for someone who's suffering with like confidence issues and things like that. So Confidence Gap is one that I just got in the mail. I'm ready to read that.
I just downloaded that one today, actually,
Cool.
and started. My Audible is being dumb. Too much time. I live in there.
She lives in Canada.
Yeah. Oh, Big Magic. That's the other one I was trying to think of. It's by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's a really good one too. Like a really, really good one. Let's see, I think those are kind of my faves.
Okay. No, that's good. That's a good little list here. And if you guys on Team Rise Up and you go in our file section, we have a whole file filled with books that we've all kind of added that we've loved. So you guys can always check that out.
One more. Leadership.
Entree Leadership. I got that one right here next to me. Yep, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Okay. I'm done.
Thank you. Thanks, Devin. No, Devin does amazing with personal development. She sets goals and she will read a certain number of books every year, and it's helped her in her business a lot, and she's grown to be one heck of a leader. So thank you, Devin. All right. So where was I? Okay, let's see. We talked about Emerald, talked about, we were on our third Vital Behavior, which is personal development. So again, like I told you guys, if you don't want to read a book, it's podcasts. It's, the National Wake Up Calls on your phone. You can listen to anything, anywhere, and audiobooks. Okay, so make sure you get that in. It's going to help you to really move forward with the business and to believe in yourself. Okay. Number 4 was recently added. Our 4th Vital Behavior is recognition. And Heather doesn't know this, but I'm going to shout Heather out and have her come on for a minute. Heather DeAndrea, my girl, are you there? Okay, so Heather popped into our live sneak peek the other night and talked a lot about recognition, and I loved everything she had to say about recognition. But before she shares, I just want to let you guys know that Beachbody does an amazing job with recognition. And I know Brian, my husband, this is one of his favorite things is that, where he worked in corporate America, like he would do certain things, he'd get certain raises, and nothing was ever acknowledged. It was not shouted out, nothing. It was always just a drag, and he didn't always get these promotions that he wanted. And, they just sucked, there was never any recognition in his business or where he worked. So Beachbody recognizes everything, and I mean everything. And we can do this with our challengers. We can recognize and shout out certain results from our challengers. We can recognize our coaches for hitting Success Club, any little thing. But I'm going to have Heather. Heather tells us so much better than me, and I love the way she shared it in our group. So Heather, what do you love about recognition?
Okay, so I'll start off by hopefully not offending anybody, but I'll be honest with you. I am an attention whore. I am. And I like the recognition, and it's amazing. And Team Rise Up does a great job with it. I was mentioning in the Glimpse into Coaching group that we had running last week that I have a full-time job. And yeah, they pay me to do a job, and that's fine. But a lot of jobs these days, they don't recognize hard work done. They don't recognize you when you've achieved something. Their attitude is, well, you know what, you're here, you should be grateful. We gave you a job, you should do it. Where with Beachbody, there's recognition within your team. Your upline usually recognizes you. Your teammates recognize you. Your group recognizes you. Your customers actually recognize you, which is great. I mean, in my free group, I get so much attention from the girls thanking me for changing their lives and putting them on this path of health and fitness that they appreciate more than anything, which actually keeps me going quite a bit when business gets a little bit slow. And as Amy mentioned, Beachbody's really great with recognizing with regards to giving you free gifts and giving you trips and, letting you walk across the stage at Summit and giving you bonuses like, meeting the trainers and taking pictures with the trainers. Like, it's never ending. Like, the recognition is a huge, huge part to know that you're appreciated for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Awesome. Yeah, it's so true. I mean, I've never seen a company do so much for their coaches, and they have heart. I mean, they truly want us to succeed, and, they recognize the heck out of us. So it really, truly feels good, not just from hearing it, like Heather said, from your challengers. That's the thing that kept me pushing every day was getting those messages of thank you so much. And Heather is actually the one that I tell all my coaches about, because she did P90X various times, tried to finish, and joined one of my groups, and she finally completed the 90 days of P90X. And I remember that first message. She was probably the first thank you message I ever got. And honest girl, you pushed me because you sent that message, but it was, hey, Amy, thank you so much, because if it weren't for you, I would never finish these 90 days. And she lost, I don't remember how many pounds, but she did amazing with it. And her results were just phenomenal. So it blew me away. I saw her pictures and I was like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm helping people, and these messages is just going to fuel my fire every single day. So
I agree.
Yeah, so important. So that's something you guys are going to come across in this business. It's just so rewarding and so amazing. So I hope that you guys, stick with this. And I always tell all my coaches to give this business a year, okay? Because you're going to get results. You're going to have this phenomenal discount. You're giving a year, and I'm telling you this because my upline coach told me when I was on my first phone call with him, he said, give this a year, okay? You will not regret it. He didn't really say why. He's just like, do it, Amy. Give it a year, and you'll see what happens to your life. I was like, okay. And there were times when I was like, gosh, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can do this. And there's times when I struggled with my confidence as a leader. And all of a sudden this team started to grow around me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not a leader. Like, I don't know how to lead all these people, so I struggled. And there were times when I just wanted to throw in the towel. But I remembered his words, and he said, Amy, do this for a year and you will not regret it. And at my year anniversary, I made my highest check. And I called him. I said, thank you so much for telling me to wait this out a year, because now I didn't start this for the money. I started this because I wanted something, great with my life and something different and something for myself. I started it just to help people. And because you help people and because that's such a passion and you keep doing it, it's going to grow and you're going to be blown away with what happens to your life. So stick with it for a year. That is just words of advice that I got and that I tell all my coaches. It will definitely pay if you're doing the vital behaviors every single day. Okay, so consistency is key, and I kind of drew from that earlier that you have to be consistent with it. Okay, so I will keep my list next to me every single day of how many people I'm going to follow up with, how many people I'm going to invite, how many people I'm going to reach out to and just connect with. And as a new coach that is like, gosh, where am I going to find all these people? You will find them. There are people. There's a lot of people that come to me and say, Amy, Beachbody is so saturated. I mean, online and social media is so saturated with coaches, but it's really not. You guys, if you connect on social media and find your platform, aside from Facebook, okay, you've got to have a way to meet new people. So whether it's finding groups on Facebook of something that you guys are interested in, okay, so let's say you guys love to run, or you love to crochet, or you love pets, you love dogs. Find groups, search for groups on Facebook. And that's where you're going to do your connecting, you're engaging, and you're inviting. Okay, you're going to talk to people, you're going to get to know them, you're going to add them to your Facebook, and you're going to make a lot of friends. And then they may reach out to you, or you may have the opportunity to invite them to join you. Okay, so just finding places to invite them. I have my fitness page, which is Amy Provenzano Fitness. That brings me in my cold market. Okay, so when my warm market was gone, I dove into the like page. You can dive into Instagram. You can dive into, what is there now? Snapchat people are using, and Instagram and Pinterest. There's all sorts of different places where you can meet people to engage, okay? So there's never a shortage of people we need to help, okay? So that is the 4 vital behaviors. Thank you guys, Heather and Devin, for sharing. So hopefully that made you guys see that, if you guys are doing those 4 things consistently, this business is going to grow for you. There's no doubt about it. Okay. And if you're reaching Success Club and you make it a point to reach for Emerald and beyond, you're going to go far and amazing things are going to happen. Okay. Another thing because I have so many new coaches on the call, another great recognition program for new coaches is called Success Starters. Okay. Success Starters is just a way that Beachbody rewards our new coaches for helping people right out of the gate. Okay. So if you reach Success Club 5, that's your minimum, just helping 3 people every single month in your first 3 months as a coach. Beachbody first gives you a phone call with our CEO, Carl Deichler, and it's just a conference call where you and your coach sit on the call and you listen to Carl. The last call he did was so amazing. I posted it to Team Rise Up, but he really just gets you pumped up and gets you believing in what this business is, and you truly get to see what corporate is all about. So that's your first month of reaching Success Club as a new coach. You get that phone call and a lot of recognition. And then the second month you reach Success Club, you get more recognition. And then the third month you reach Success Club, you win a free ticket to Summit, okay, which is our huge event. It's in Nashville. It is the event that I tell everyone that is non-negotiable. You need to get to Summit if you want to make this business work for you. Summit is amazing. You get to meet the trainers. You get to go to workshops to further your knowledge of the business. You get to listen to other top coaches talk about how they've succeeded in the business. You get to meet your whole team. You know, we have a bunch of our coaches going this year to Nashville, some that I've never met, some that we've hung out before and I can't wait to see again. But it's just a big party. We have our own team party at Margaritaville that Brian and I throw for all the coaches. We have an awesome time. It's quite rowdy and fun, but we just love each other and we have a great time. So hopefully you guys can go for Nashville. I think you can still get on the wait list if I'm not right. Am I correct? You can still get on the wait list even as a new coach. You hop on that wait list and they're trying to invite everyone off the wait list. And just so you know, if you reach Success Starters and you reach Success Club in your first 3 months as a coach, you get to go right to Summit. You don't have to, you know, sit on a wait list, okay? Because you own a ticket to Summit, you're there, okay? So, and that wraps up my Success Club talk. All right. I think I just want to review my sheet, make sure we got everything. I'm not going to review your fitness plans with you because I know that most of you, I know all my new coaches are in my challenge group rocking out their programs. And hopefully all of you guys are. And we talked about personal development and I think we got everything. Okay, so I am going to just share this last little picture of Roadmap to Diamond. I held it up earlier, but essentially the main goal that a lot of coaches want to reach is Diamond. Okay, to be a Diamond coach, okay, you saw how we're an Emerald coach here. We have 2 coaches. To be a Diamond coach, we just need 4 coaches on each leg, okay? 2 of those coaches have to have become an Emerald coach, okay? So this is like your leadership phase. Like you're a leader. Obviously, I think you're a leader when you're an Emerald coach because you already have 2 coaches that you're inspiring and that you're leading. But you're really becoming a leader when you develop a Diamond business because you have 8 coaches underneath you and you've taught 2 of your coaches how to reach Emerald, okay? And they have to be balanced. So let's say you had a coach on the left leg go Emerald and you had a coach on the same leg go Emerald, okay? That's not going to count as a Diamond. You have to have an Emerald on each side, okay? Each leg. So Emerald on your right, Emerald on your left. You have your 4 active coaches on each side, you're Diamond, okay? And we have a special Diamond Facebook page for all our Diamond coaches, and Diamond, every rank that you achieve in this business gives you more money with your team cycle bonuses, all the way up till Diamond, okay? It caps at $18 a cycle, okay? So that's Diamond, okay? So if you guys, I know you might look at this and be like, oh my gosh, that seems like a lot of coaches. But if you guys are filling your challenge groups and you are getting people into the programs and getting them results, and you are not afraid to reach out to them about the coach opportunity, honestly, it takes confidence, okay? And that's something that I lacked, and that's something I regret in the very beginning of this business is that I didn't reach out to enough people about coaching. I didn't share it with enough people. There's times when I'm talking to someone on the phone about a challenge path or, you know, with their fitness goals, I will mention coaching, you know, just because, you know, who knows? Someone may be inspired by their results, or someone may want that Shakeology at 25% off. Okay, don't be afraid to, you know, talk to people about the coaching opportunity and what it has done for you. Even I have a lot of coaches that struggle with this sometimes because they say, well, gosh, Amy, I don't have the success story that you've had. You know, I'm not quite making the money that you are yet, but how do I share the coaching opportunity? Many different ways. You can share little successes with the business. Maybe you paid your car payment with your Beachbody money that week, or maybe you paid your gas bill or something. You can share whatever it is whatever way coaching is helping you on Facebook. Okay, maybe it's helping you with your fitness goals right now. Okay, wow, coaching is helping me so much to stay on track with this program. Get out there, share pictures of yourself doing your program, share a video of you doing your workout. Get it out there. People got to know that you want to help them, and just share coaching, share that, you know, you can even share, you know, my story. Okay. I think when I wasn't successful, I shared my coach's story. Okay. So you can share, you know, that what's happened to me in this business. Like I just told you guys my story. that I started out super shy and that I was in crazy credit card debt, and now we're debt free. We both work from home. We're with our kids. So, you know, that's the potential of this business. And you can just let people know, you know, hey, I'm a new coach, but my goal is to be where my coach is now. My goal is to be home with my kids, and I'm going to do it. Okay. That confidence is going to breathe through all of your conversations with people. So I think number one, like with these conversations, you have to be confident. That's something that I've grown to be much stronger at, that I lacked in the beginning. And I wish I didn't. I wish I had my coach to tell me, you know what, Amy, do some personal development, get more confidence, and you will do great. Okay. But I didn't in the beginning. So I kind of grew a little slower because I didn't have that in the beginning. Okay. All right. So I think that is, oh, you guys, another huge, huge tool is YouTube. Okay. Make sure you dive into YouTube. So many Beachbody coaches share what they're doing on YouTube. So you could hop on YouTube and put in the search bar challenge groups, okay? And you will have some of our top coaches sharing how they run their challenge groups, what they do differently, because not everybody runs them like me. We all run challenge groups differently. Also, you guys, don't be afraid to search everything in YouTube. Like, oh gosh, I think I tell a story all the time. Brian, when he started the business with me, he didn't go through the coach training. He just went straight to YouTube. He searched everything on YouTube. So it helps me. That's my personal development some days. It's just going to watch a YouTube video from another coach. So that is, I think that's what I wanted to talk about with YouTube. All right. So I'm going to open it up. Do you guys have any questions since we reached the hour mark? That was perfect timing.
Yeah, you did it on off.
So go ahead and you guys can unmute if you have any questions. If there are no questions, that means I covered this pretty dang well. So please, I know I didn't cover it that well. Questions? Oh, you guys, free challenges. That was another thing that's on my list. Challenge groups and challenge pack groups, you know, you want to be sure to be starting those, but something that's going to get you, your feet wet and in the water first are free groups. Okay. You don't have to really feel pressured to be like, hey, buy a challenge pack. If someone says it's too expensive, say, oh, I have this free group, you know, I'm getting together this clean eating challenge or this squat challenge. You can find things on Pinterest. Like I'm going to do a 30-day squat challenge. Or I do really short ones. You can do a 5-day clean eating challenge or a 5-day crock pot challenge where you can look up recipes for crock pot recipes. You can get a free group going. It's just a way to simply connect with people, to build relationships with people, to help people to trust you. Because oftentimes you can reach out to someone and start this conversation with someone and they just don't trust you enough. They may say, gosh, Amy, I'm just not ready yet. No. Or you'll hear no all the time. And don't get discouraged because that no does not mean never. It just means I'm not ready or I don't trust you enough. So that just means you need to just keep building that relationship and just keep going and don't lose track of them. Okay. Following up with these people is so important as well. You have to get your follow-ups in every day. Do not lose track of it. Write their names down, whatever you have to do. If it's a computer system, if it's a notebook, I'll share my notebook. It's not very special, but I just have some tabs at the top of mine that says prospects and challengers and challenge groups and challenge group leads. You know, I simply have just ways to write down all the people that I come in contact, their names, so I don't forget about them. Okay, so following up, make sure that you are, sorry, I think I forgot something. Nope, yep, that was it. So yeah, just make sure you are, you know, finding a way to connect with people, and free groups are just going to help you to get the ball rolling. Okay. Any questions? Come on. I know there are some questions about Success Club, questions about Emerald, questions about the vital behaviors. Anything? Oh my gosh. I don't think I was that good. No way. I'm going to review my notes and see if I forgot anything while you're thinking of questions.
Amy?
Yes?
It's Heather. I was just wondering if maybe for the new people you can enlighten them about what their best advice is when they get to that point where they're feeling kind of defeated early on. because I know that sometimes in the beginning, when you first announce that you're a coach, things are amazing, like those first couple months where things are coming at you like crazy. You're like, oh my gosh, this rocks. And then, the third, fourth month comes and it's a downer sometimes, and you don't want to let that get to you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That is where personal development comes in. And that is also where your belief in this business and that it can work comes in as well. You have to truly believe that, even though you're having a sucky month, and I've been there, I've had those months where it just sucks. And I'm like, God, nobody's, listening and nobody's commenting on anything. But just so you guys know, if you're posting something and maybe you're not getting a lot of likes on something, maybe you're not getting comments on something, doesn't mean that they're not listening, doesn't mean that they're not watching what you're doing. If you're being consistent with it, they are going to be watching you, whether they like something or comment. So don't get discouraged, but you have to, I guess that's one thing, when a new coach comes to me and says, gosh, it's been a couple months and I'm not really, reaching out to as many people as I thought, or, helping as many people as I thought. And I truly am just honest with them. And I'm like, how many new people did you add to your Facebook this week? Okay. Because, the more new people you're adding, the more new people are seeing your things. Okay. If you're not adding new people every week or every day, I aim to, at least when I was a new coach, I aim to at least add 3 to 5 people a day to my Facebook. Okay. My numbers have grown through the years, but as a new coach, I kept it simple. I'm going to connect with 3 to 5 new people a day. And you may be asking where am I going to find these people? But you can go to your friends of friends list, see if you have mutual friends. Go to your high school class reunion page or wherever you want to go. Different pages. I used to join running groups. I used to join, in the beginning, we didn't have challenge groups. So I would join P90X groups and things like that. But now they're kind of overrun with coaches. But there's so many places you can go on Facebook, on Instagram to meet new people. Just you use the heck out of that search bar on Facebook and try to find some mutual things that you have in common with other people. And then just go for it. Shoot them a friend request. It's not going to hurt. And then strike up a conversation. You have, when you know that you have a goal to help people and it's not an ulterior motive, that we truly just want to help people, it's going to grow, Devin, do you have any other suggestions? Devin and Heather, we've been in the business a little while, longer than most new coaches. So, have you found anything, Devin, that has helped you in the beginning? You want me to unmute you? Sorry, I can't. Oh. Okay, are you unmuted? Hey, there. Okay, yes.
Okay. Just as far as for me, it was finding a success partner early on and having somebody to go back and forth with
Good point.
and make sure that you knew I was going to say that eventually.
I did.
I always say this to my coaches, when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you can't sleep and you get this super genius idea of a challenge group, your husband doesn't care. So you need to have somebody that you can message and say, oh my gosh, I just had this amazing idea. And then the next day you guys can chat about it. So I like being able to find somebody that has similar goals and that understands the struggles too, right? Like this business, it's not always easy, but there's so many amazing parts of it that it's worth every minute, every time that you want to give up, it's worth pushing through. So having somebody on your side is amazing. My success partner last month had a rough month. And so every day I was like, hey, where are you at? What are you doing? How are we going to solve this? And when she finally hit her Success Club 10, she's like, thanking me and thank you for checking up on me. So have someone in your corner.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Awesome. Yeah. And I think too that it helps to connect with someone. Let's say you're a new coach and you're just starting out. And I know I've added all my new coaches to my 2016 chat thread. If there's someone that you connect with in that chat thread, reach out to them. Say, hey, you want to be success partners and do this together. It seems like you have similar goals as me. And finding a success partner early on in the business is going to be so awesome for you, to help keep each other going. And maybe that first success partner might not always work out. I've had that with many different coaches on my team that say, gosh, the first success partner didn't work out. It doesn't mean that you're not, gelling and you can't be friends anymore. It just means that, that person didn't have the same type of goals as you. and you just need something different. So maybe you'll have 2 or 3 different success partners. It's okay. But having that person that you can really connect with and form that bond with is really important. So thank you, Devin. All right. So gosh, that brought up another point that I wasn't even going to share. So thank you. All right. So I think that's everything. I think I've hit everything. Have I, Heather, Devin? Anything else that you think I should elaborate on? Good. Heather, did that answer the question that you asked?
Yes, I think that would be that answer was very helpful. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
I just thought of one more thing, Amy.
Yes, sure.
So my other biggest advice to brand new coaches is don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information coming at you, and you can get sidetracked with following other people and wanting to do as good as someone. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't worry about it. Just breathe. Follow your 4 vital behaviors. You know, if you're feeling overwhelmed from it all, I kid you not, go outside, go for a walk. Just leave it all behind, leave your phone at home. But there's going to be days where you just feel like there's so much information. So if you feel that way, reach out to your upline. Be like, oh my gosh. So I don't think that we could ever say that we don't train our coaches, because there is tons of information.
Yep.
So just breathe, and I promise one day it'll all click and make so much sense. And the next thing you know, you'll be on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean with us.
Good point. Awesome. Yeah, and you know, she brings that up, and it is important, you know, that in the beginning it can just seem like information overload, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, too much stuff at once. But, you know, we're here to help you guys through. We're here to guide you through the training. And if you're focusing just on one step at a time, like if you're in our 10-day New Coach Basics training, focus on that. Just get through each day at a time in that training, and then move on. And if you have questions, come to me, and then go ahead and start the 2-week training that's at the top of Team Rise Up, because that's a training where you can take your own time. You can watch videos. You can just go through it at your own speed, and then just let your sponsor know when you're done with that training. Also, what's going to help you guys too is to set business hours, you know, so that your whole day isn't like consumed with, you know, whether it's your full-time job or it's your Beachbody job. Yes, if you want this business to work, you'll make sacrifices. I made sacrifices in the beginning. I still make them today because I know what it's going to do for me in the future. In the beginning, you know, I knew I had to cut out television. You know, I watched a lot of junk TV. What do they call it? Like reality TV shows, awful. And I watched so many things that were not adding value to my life. And because I cut that out, I started doing personal development when I wasn't, you know, watching those crappy TV shows. And I would maybe stay up. I stay up late, you guys. I do, because I love this business and I want to connect with as many people as I can. And when you really find something that you're passionate about, you will do it for as long as you can. You know, yes, I get a little less sleep, but I just love what I do. And I know that the sacrifice that I made in the beginning is paying off for me now, because I have more freedom to be home with my kids. Because Brian and I are home now. You know, we can take the afternoon off if we want to. You know, on my birthday, Brian took me shopping, and I could just go, and I knew my team was still kicking butt, and I knew that I could take a day off, you know, and go out for my birthday. So setting business hours, though, is important, because when you have a family, you don't want, you know, the two to get intertwined. Okay, so we have our office, and I will sit in here or at the kitchen counter, and I will work when my kids go off to school. Okay, so 7 to maybe about noon, and I take breaks in between. But that's my business time. Okay, when my kids get home from school, it's not business time. And I will let my coaches know. I'll say, hey, you know, I can schedule calls this time and this time, but when my kids are here, I try not to schedule calls. Okay, because that's important for them to know that I'm still there as mom and there for them, and not just consumed with my work all the time. So once I go to bed at night, then it's Beachbody time again. Okay, that's my time to finish up what I was doing during the morning and to finish connecting with people. So that's important. You know, don't bring your phone or your, you know, laptop to family time. You know, I've learned the hard way. There was times in the beginning that I was so go hard with it that I brought my phone to a game of cards, and my son looked at me. I think it was a board game. And I think he was like 3 years old at the time. He goes, 3 or 4 or something. And he was like, Mommy, you said you were going to bring your phone. And he just like, I honestly started crying right there. I was like, okay, you're right, honey. I ran my phone into the other room and I set it down. I was like, I'm not going to touch it again, ever again. So yeah, you have to have balance. this is one of those businesses that when you work from home, you have to have a balance. Okay, super, super important. All right. So I think that pretty much covers what I was going to talk about tonight. But really, in my head, when I think about the main things that you want to really think about in this business is just being consistent with the vital behaviors, okay? Reaching Success Club every month. Reaching Emerald, okay? That's another goal. And then just really, really connecting to the team calls, to the team page, setting your goals every single month, and committing for a year. Make this something that you want to say, I really want this to work for me. I have this strong and powerful why. That's another huge thing. You want to have this why that's going to drive you. And, be in it a year from now, and you'll see the changes that it'll make in your life. And I promise you guys, if you dig deep and you do this and you work hard, it will be so, so, so worth it. And you will be partying with us in Nashville. You'll be partying with us in Punta Cana, which is next year. That's our Success Club trip. That's one thing I forgot to mention, Devin, was that we get free trips when we reach Success Club, okay? So if you reach Success Club a certain number of times each and every month, you're gonna get a free trip. We went on a cruise last year. We are going to Punta Cana next year, an all-inclusive resort. It's all paid for by Beachbody. Bring our kids. It's awesome. So the potential in this business is amazing, and we have some amazing coaches kicking butt on this team we're all here to help you guys succeed. I want you guys to ask any questions you have to Team Rise Up, connect with your sponsor, make sure you get a call with them scheduled if you haven't yet, and just believe and be confident and go for it, okay? Remember why you want this and be consistent with it. And you guys, the sky's the limit. You guys, the fact that I went from where I was to where I am today just blows my mind every single day. I swear I pinch myself every morning. So, any questions before I disconnect? No? Well, thanks for hanging in there. I know this went a little late, but I had fun, and hopefully I will see you guys on the team page, reaching your goals and kicking butt and helping as many people as you can. All right, guys, take care. It's good to see you all. Good night.